let's check things out now. First, we have to share the stream. Then we're gonna be live shortly in a few minutes. As far as drafts are going, things are not looking up for me, but should we'll see if we can make do with. See if we can improve on this one. Share via WhatsApp? No. Share to a group. Okay. So I would like to thank everyone that's tuned in, left notes and greetings and whatnot. I'm seeing a lot more engagement compared to last time. Well, it's either that or it's just that it's really not been so great. And what the heck that happened? More options, share to it. That's a weird click. Boost unavailable, definitely right. Okay, more options, share to a group. At least I survived the sharepocalypse, but I don't seem to be a top priority for Facebook. Well, of course not. I haven't exactly paid a single dime or anything. So okay, that's so great. And what the heck? There we go. Yeah, we should be able to start shortly. So hold on a second. Yeah, let's switch up here. And one last time, let's see if this bloody Apple app, this bloody widget authorizes. Nope, I give up. I'm very sorry. XSplit is officially borked. Nothing seems to work at all. So I'm just gonna have to do my best to keep track of you guys on Facebook. So there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to third time lucky or not. So if you've watched me for the past 2 weeks, I have not had any good luck with this format. Not in sealed, not in the traditional draft was slightly better, but premier draft I still haven't quite cracked it yet. But I'm just gonna be the idiot and I'm going to keep hammering away until I finally learn something. But I can tell you one thing though, I have not had any luck with the tribal with the tribal pairings, so no luck with elves, barely any luck with giants. So we're gonna see if we can get any better at this one. Okay, this is interesting. I don't have to play blue-black, but likewise I don't have to play green. So this is gonna be a very tough pick. There's no removal pick whatsoever. Green is overrepresented here, but there's a single blue card that might get taken. If I take this, I'm definitely going snow, and I'm not really a fan of going in snow, but I'm gonna try anyway. So brace yourselves. Rocky draft is coming. So oh darn. Lots of very good blue cards here. I can opt to just take the Rimewood Falls and send the signal that I'm going all in on snow. Then maybe we can wield the Bergstrider that way. It does require cooperation with the rest of the table. If I did not pick this guy, if I was not into snow, definitely any of the blue cards is a good pick. Not the Search for Glory, but the Rune is okay too. Let's see if we can leave our mark. I'm not too confident on snow that much. Likewise, do I want to go into a snow-covered forest and just wheel everything else? I probably should. I will get something decent on the wheel back, be it in green or blue. Maybe black is even fine too. So yeah, this is basically okay. And this is where we start seeing some problems. It looks like near across us, someone else is going into snow, so we have to start making priority picks on that one. I will definitely take the Ice High Troll over the Bergstrider though. And it does mean there's a chance that the Bergstrider will not wheel towards us. That is a big concern. And it looks like we might have suicided our draft this way. We'll see. Not too. But then again, this is otherwise it's an experiment. I'm making the mistakes so that you guys don't have to. Let's see if that's how the draft goes. Okay, we're still waiting a bit. Also buffed up the quality of the draft, the quality of the stream. Okay, we're starting to see some a pack come back now. It's a question of what do we get? Okay, we got a Snowland back, so you got a Shimmer Drift Veil. No actual snow card. I could just take the Outrider as a safety pick, but we're gonna snow ourselves in here. So literally after 5 cards, we literally have just 2 picks. We probably will have a killer mana base after this, but this is the part where we see if we get decent cards on the wheel back. Because let's take stock. The front side of Jorn, it just untaps each snow permanent you control. So basically it's a Wilderness Reclamation on a body. It's a bit soft though, so we may need to look for ways to protect him. But it's relatively fine. Also, it untaps itself, so Pseudo Vigilance. Kaldheim the Rhyme Staff. This is the other possibility we are going for. You may play from your graveyard, so that's very beautiful. There's a Guardian Glade Walker, but we're gonna go Ice High Troll. So we're gonna take all the Ice High Trolls. Okay, so there is a Saw It Coming. I do also want to take some black cards because though we could just do it as a green-blue with a black splash. Also with shapeshifters like this, we could just name trolls and get some good support there. Especially we could essentially do the snow shapeshifters. So we got some good green cards back at least. Elder Leaf Mentor, the Recluse is fine. So far, these are all warriors except for Jorn, so we're gonna see if we can keep that consistent. And not too bad also. We got three lands out of those first picks. And we're mostly green. Another Saw It Coming or not full Recluse. I have to full place a boat already, so I'm gonna do this so I'm gonna take the Saw It Coming. Probably the Spider is the more correct pick there. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure on that one. Haven't been too sure about this format for quite some time. So what are we looking for? We have one black source, but we definitely want another backup, like blue-black or Northeast would be good picks. Annul is fine. There's a Frost Peak Yeti. I would prefer the other one. Depart the Realm can be used as a combat trick. Because the Yeti's soft. We have Saw It Coming, but it's not the perfect one. I'm just gonna keep sending that strong signal by taking every one that we can, and if not, we take black. So Skull Raid, decent card to foretell into. We can just always cast it late. Village Rites, not the same thing, but it's still worth something. King Harold's Revenge, plausible, especially in combination with Ice High Troll. Like, this is unfortunately sorcery speed. The Demonic Gifts might be a better fit at that instant. Okay, so there's a Priest of the Haunted Edge, which is good. Boreal Outrider is great for us. Do I want to pass an Immerstrom Predator just to continue the snow signal? Probably yes. Like, all our creatures are mostly green so far, so it's... And we do have 2 greens. All our sources are snow sources are virtually green right now, so I definitely should take this. 3/3 Jorn is kind of fine. A 4/4 Jorn is a lot better. I feel very bad passing the Predator, to be honest. But that's... And maybe that's how we lose. We could have easily splashed it, actually. We just need to prioritize more snow-covered lands. So there's a snow-covered mountain. There's a Skemfar Avenger. It's Elf or Berserker. And we literally have 1, 2, 3 elves. Air quotes, elves. I don't like anything else. I don't like passing this though. We'll take the Skemfar Avenger. Yes. At the worst case, it's a 3/1 for 2 and it draws us a card when it dies. It's fine. It's not the best card, but I will take it. Okay, here's a snow-covered island. There's also a Sarulf Realm Eater. We probably should take this one. Well, passing a lot of good stuff. I also passing a snow-covered island, but I guess we will take the Sarulf. Now we need to be on the lookout for a black mana source. 3 Seasons is kind of fine. But this one wheels all the time for my experience. I might want to just take Priest of the Haunted Edge just to give us additional removal, though it's splitting us in colors. We do have to decide if we're in green-black or green-blue. But I definitely want to take Priest of the Haunted Edge at least. Okay, Sendaworthy. Snow-covered Swamp, we're definitely taking this one. We will probably get the Mentor or the Skull Ray to wheel. If we can get a few more elves, maybe this Avenger is fine here. We are admittedly passing good cards just to make up the snow block here. So there is some risk involved. This is not risk free. Okay, Zombie Berserker is great. It's a good top end. Up to 2 target creatures get +1/+0 and indestructible, so it's actually good for us. Mask Vandal is safer for us though. Frostpeak Yeti might wheel. Run Ashore won't. I guess we take the Mask Vandal. We just at least 1 copy. And we got a snow. There's a Grim Draugr, but I will take Snow-covered Island here. If it's on land, if it's in our colors, I'm definitely taking it. Raise the Draugr. We can choose between elves, warriors, and trolls. So we actually have some good choices here. Longboat. That's can't crew it. This one can. This one can. Everyone else can. I tried the Longboat last time. It is safe. I do at least want. And I think this might wheel, so I'll take 1 Raise the Draugr. Okay, so we got the Haunted Edge back. We got a Jarl of the Forsaken, which I really want here. And I might actually prioritize this one. I don't want this one in multiples too much. I could also just take the Snow-covered Plains. Like, how many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're fine. I'll take 1 Jarl. We need to buff it up, so we... Gold Vein Pick, Undersea Invader, something to consider. Just gives us a big body in the back end. We don't have any big bodies to speak of, actually. Otherwise, the Gold Vein Pick, I think I'll take the 1 pick. Oh, Augury Raven came back. There's also Dogged Pursuit. It buys us quite a bit of time, but we probably want more copies of this. I also don't want that many 4s. I think I'd rather take the Augury Ravens too. So far, all our cards are 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's just take another Demonic Gifts. I guess I can take 1 of these. I don't exactly want another village. I don't want the village rights. So that one actually fits the deck. So let's put 1 village rights in. The Infernal Pet is fine. Okay, Sulphurous Mire, another Shimmerdrift Veil. Doomscar Titan is not so great. We are some of these cards are not coming back. I could just take the Sulphurous Mire, though that's just a... Like, we're not exactly splashing for red. I could just take Shimmerdrift Veil just to be certain. Okay, if I were to take this, what am I passing? 1, we need some actual removal this time. We only have 2 counter spells. Struggle for Skemfar, not so great. That might come back. Okay, there's a rare that I'm not happy to see. There's a... Oh, now I wish I took that land. Cardur Doomscourge. And what's the other ability? Whenever an attacking creature dies, opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That's fine. There's a Frostbite also. I'm gonna speculate on this. Let's have some options. We might get a snow-covered mountain back, so that's an option to consider. Furious Retribution. There's a Demon Bolt that's good removal, but I really don't want to splash into. Port of Carfel is actually fine. I don't want another Vandal. I can make an argument for Grizzled Outrider just because we are very soft. It's between that and the Kennel Master. Carfel is a land. This usually does not wheel. Okay, I'll take the port. Famous last words. And because it looks like the blue is going to be our splash color this time. So I definitely want to take more elves at this rate. Yikes, we're in elves again? Oh, come on. No, I don't want to be in elves again. Well, we're not in giants either, so we will take the Death Knell Berserker. We need to fill out that 2-3-4 curve. So Snakeskin Veil, very good. Inga Rune Eyes, that's fine. I guess we take one run ashore just to buy us quite a bit of time. We just need one copy. I'd rather have... There's an argument for Bloodsky Berserker. Actually, there's a very good argument for Bloodsky Berserker. All our cards are in like 2, 3, 4s, and some of our 4s are foretell cards. Okay, we'll take the Mammoth Growth. Wither Crown is removal, but I think we're going to be smashing face more likely, so I will take Mammoth Growth. Another Eyesight Troll is fine. I will note that these are 2 trees. Well, I'd rather have that over the Frost Augur, so yeah, we'll take another Eyesight Troll. Okay, the snow-covered lands dried out at this point, so this is literally our land base. Now is probably the correct time to take Grizzled Outrider. I could take a Frost Peak Yeti, but I'm not been impressed with that. Let's take one big. Take one big boy. Scorn Effigy. Okay, we got some removal at least. Bind the Monster's good. But our colors are all over the place. We'll take a Funeral Longboat for the same reason. We do need to make some cuts. Probably the Village Rites gets cut. I think the Longboat can get cut. Yeah, 18 and 8. Yeah, we can cut the Longboat. I'll keep the Gold Vein pick because we are splashing 3 colors. Got another Masked Vandal, another Grizzled Outrider. I think I'll take another Grizzled Outrider. Then I'll take the Longboat again as an option. See if we're having any weakness there. We can take that as an option. Otherwise, we've kind of rounded out our deck. So Revenge is probably the weakest card. I've never been impressed with it. Let's take one Moonstone. And there's Giant Ox. So let's drop the Longboat first for now. Shimmer Drift Veil, Snow-Covered Island, Snow-Covered Swamp. So we are practically 3 color. Let's see how much blue do we have. 5. So these technically we could cast as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll cut 1 island. We'll add then black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's correct. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we definitely actually want to cut this. We definitely have more green, so I want to go this way. So if I need to make some changes, I'll cut black cards in favor of green cards. Unfortunately, we have only 1. I could cut black cards in favor of Funeral Longboat. And Doom Scourge, I probably am not going to be able to fit it. That was for the speculative pick. And we need to still make 2 more cuts. So in terms of creatures, Death Knell Berserker is a bit weak, and it also relieve our pressure on black. Gold Vein Pick. Would I rather have the Gold Vein Pick or Funeral Longboat? We're really relying on these trolls at this point, and the Boreal Outrider. But we do have quite a bit of foretell here, so let's take stock of what we got here. So these are foretell. This one's okay. These are foretell. This one's foretell. This one's foretell. This one's foretell. This one's foretell. So our curve is actually not so bad. If I have to cut... how often are we going to cast a second spell? I'm willing to keep both of these anyway because they're still decent as creatures. I guess we probably just cut the gold vein pick. Just cut the gold vein pick. So let's do a recap on our snowlands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're under. I would prefer at least 2. I would have preferred at least 2 more snowlands. And let's see. As far as removal, I might have to put King Harold's Revenge. Just cut 1 creature. It's not exactly removal. It's +1/+1 gain trample. It must be blocked this turn if able. If we're on the... it's perfect if we're on the play. It's horrible if our opponent can just double block. The Demonic Gifts is actually better as a combat trick at this point. So... I probably will add the Raise the Draugr. I think I can cut 1 Saw It Coming just to ease it up. Yeah, this is more likely to be the deck for us. So kind of wish we had more snow cards. But yeah, we already identified early that someone else was taking snow, so we tempered our expectations there. And again, it's very likely that this draft is gonna go to heck. If my luck has been any indication, that's what we're looking at. So... also wish there's a way... I don't know if comments auto-update when I'm looking at this here. Because sometimes I don't see the comments that well. Well, I definitely can't see the comments on the game... on the streaming screen right now. Thank you very much, XSplit. And we are definitely not keeping this hand. So this is an auto mulligan. I might want to readjust the... well, thank goodness our opponent mulled also. This is much better. We probably bin the Raise the Draugr. We have Priest that can buy us some time. Actually, no, we can't even play the Priest. But I'll probably bin the Raise. I could actually bin the Priest. That's a more reasonable suggestion. No, we bin the Raise. We might draw the Black Source. And you just remember, everything we have is pretty much 2, 3, and 4, and we can foretell a lot at 2. So we have options there. But now this is scary because we have 1 more 4-drop, 1 more 5-drop. I would prefer to draw a land or anything else at this point. Okay. So my concern also is if our opponent has removal for this. Oh no, it's just... our opponent just has the perfect sequence right now. Okay, we might be in trouble, guys. So this becomes a 4-3. It just trades with this one. And our opponent... okay, so not looking good for us. I think I can... a reasonable thing we can do is we can take damage now. Just foretell this first. That way, if our opponent's removal is not bound in gold, we can actually protect the Boreal Outrider. So we're taking a risk here. There's a chance it does not pay, especially if our opponent's this aggro, it might not pay off. And let's make sure that... oh, opponent is... yeah, opponent... I just keep running to all these opponents that seem to have the perfect draws. So... yeah. The saga continues, my friends. We are in deep. I could just play the Elderleaf Mentor just to have something to block, then save the pump for next time. But I would rather play this one protected than if we don't draw a land, we can still Elderleaf Mentor. That's another play. Highest Onslaught. Are we dead already? Hold on. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoop. Wow, it's super aggro. We're not... so we are forced to play Elderleaf Mentor now. And if our opponent has removal for this, we'll do. Okay, there's a Skull Raid, but we don't have the black mana anyway. And yeah, we're dead at this point. Our opponent just had the perfect aggro start. Hey Jericho, nice of you to watch my untimely demise. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Our opponent had the perfect hand, and we are admittedly a slower deck. That kind of aggro is, in fact, it's not just even aggro. It's tribal aggro. Our opponent managed to get the dwarves on time, so yeah. LOL does not quite. It doesn't quite cover it. But oh well, that is how it is. It could be worse. I could be doing this in the arena open and I'd be complaining even more. Okay, so Shimmer Drift Veil and blue. We only have one green source, so the Ice High Troll's not gonna cut it quite yet, but we can foretell the saw it coming. I could just play the Masked Vandal as a blocker. That's not too shabby. Opponent's foretelling. You know what? We'll do the same. Sad thing is we don't. I named this on blue because of this. If I had known this was the setup, I probably would have named it the green to heck with the counter. Opponent foretelling again. Okay, so looks like the onus is on us. Doesn't look like removal color, so I'm actually gonna go Boreal Outrider first. We can name the next Shimmer Drift Veil on green. If our opponent has Bound in Gold, it doesn't shut this off, so okay, 3/6 is a problem. So we're gonna name this a green. No attacks. We'll have to counter the next thing just to get some momentum. We can actually make this into a 6/6. It's also possible our opponent just doesn't cast anything. I'm gonna so hate our opponent. Okay, they're just foretelling anyway. I'm pretty sure one of them's a counterspell. What we can do though is we can cast Ice High Troll. If we're not certain, we just cast Ice High Troll, pay with snow. Okay, it sticks. So our opponent's next removal we can counter, and even if it becomes a counter war and they manage to remove the troll, then the saw it coming. Okay, opponent just draws cards. So we are kind of coast is clear, although I would prefer to have another mana floating. Let's see if we can draw another creature threat. Draft? Yes, we're drafting. It's pretty much draft on Sundays. I haven't exactly done anything else otherwise. Okay, we are because we have to counter something eventually. I also forgot if Kaya's Onslaught is a sorcery or a... Okay. Okay, with snow. So, not attacking quite yet. Unfortunately, it still will not punch through this one. But it looks like our opponent is softening up slightly. Our opponent's probably going to be casting 2 spells a turn. Bound in Gold. Okay, so I figured our opponent would have that. Oh, wait! We have a Masked Vandal. We just need something to die. So... let's see if our opponent's willing to trade. Nope, just a straight block. That's fine. We can actually buy some time with this one. We just need to get a trade to happen or get our opponent to kill the Boreal Outrider. That's okay. That's perfect use. Okay, that's an Augury Raven. We can cast this on blue. Pay with snow. And we can also pay the next one with snow too. Next one might be a counter. We only have one Masked Vandal though. Do I go for it? Or do I just let it be frozen? We do have another Outrider. Let's go for it. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Yeah. So okay, so far so good. Okay, that's very fast. So we okay. So far it hasn't changed. It's just one win so far. Just one win, but let's see if we can do more. But we managed to get there. And that Outrider did its work. So yeah, we just needed to pressure our opponent. We'll keep doing at it. So far, Snow did not make a. We do have to note that if possible, we should exile a creature that's not a Snow creature, because we could just play the staff and just keep getting things back. My experience has been, unless your opponent has the Mass Vandal at ready, it's not easy to get rid of artifacts or enchantments. You have to actually prepare for it. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. Again, we kind of want another black source. I guess this is how we lose, but on the bright side, we do have the Snow source for Boreal Outrider, and we just need one more. We can get a beefier Elder Leaf Mentor. I think there's a Bind the Monsters back up. We will foretell. And this is definitely an auto foretell because we skimped out on our blue sources. Come on, foretell. Yes, that's a foretell. Now we just need an actual land. Let's hope also our opponent's not playing. Well, Bind the Monster is fine because it does not shut down the Outrider's ability. Could be an Augury Raven. I am willing to just take tree and just hit back for a tree. Horizon Seeker, that's also a fine hit, but yeah, that's better. Boreal Outrider. Yeah, this was a very good first pick on that second pack for us. So we are, let's see, we have the Bind the Monster. If we Frostpeak Yeti, opponent's not gonna attack. Oh, we're not countering anything anytime soon. Okay, there's a Port of Carfell. I might as well foretell this. We're gonna let our opponent try to because our opponent's the one who needs to retake tempo. I am willing to just trade the Seeker for the Elder Leaf Mentor, as bad as it sounds. If our opponent's willing to just hit with Frostpeak Yeti, that's fine. Then we're just on the lookout for our black mana. Oh well, we really need lots of black mana for this. Guardian Gravewalker. It turns a 3/3 into a 4/4. He probably activates the cat. Oh no, just foretells the Raven. Okay, that's fine. If our opponent swings with this, we trade. Then I just bind the Raven. Okay. Yeah, we need that. We need that source soon. Okay, so bind the Raven. There's an argument that could be made for binding this, but okay, no attacks for now. Yeah, we really need to hit that black mana. Even if it's just a Skull Raid, because our opponent is really stacked on cards right now. That scares me. They have their own Boreal Outrider. Okay, that scares me too. Hold on. This one is... Okay, Sarul. Each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost. Okay. Let's see how our opponent blocks. Our opponent could just chump. That's fine. If you're going to block with Horizon Seeker, Okay, we're not gonna counter the next spell. Which might be a problem if our opponent's next spell is very big. I would really wish I had seen it coming. No, Boreal Outrider number 2, and they're stuck on one blue, so the blue cards are the concern. Come on, we need to hit the black source. Come on. No, we hit the blue source. If I swing with this one, we will trade with Frost. We would trade with Yeti and something else. If I'll swing with Mentor first. If I can get him to trade for an Outrider, it's fine. That minimizes our... Okay, opponent finally hit their land. Yeah, we have 2 of these, so we should be able to hit the black snow source. Arachnoform. That makes it a 6/6 with reach. Yeah, I saw that coming. Wait, does he have a response? There's no negate in this format, is there? Okay, just activates. So we have to swing back. Okay, we hit our black source at last. When a permanent opponent controls is put into a graveyard... Oh, I actually want to wait. Okay, we're gonna wait one more turn. This might be a huge mistake, doing the setup for Sarulf, but we kind of have to go for it. Yeah, missing our mana. Eyesight Troll. Okay, that's actually fine. Opponent does have 2 snow covered, so this is indestructible. We can ignore that for now. Okay, no. So it's not so indestructible anymore. I will play Sarulf first before swing. Okay. Yeah, pay with snow. And this is the beginning of upkeep for each counter removed this way, so we can kind of wipe the... Okay, race is on. But unfortunately, this is an upkeep, so we need to make sure that we stay at what? 4, then 5, then 1? Ouch. Not looking great. We need to force trades. We can flash in Jarl, but... Well, here's the thing. I still think that this was correct decision. Okay, but we might be dead next turn. Yeah, we're dead next turn unless we can... I guess we just swing all in. We need one more black source to get this one. Remove all of them. No, I actually want to just remove 2 because it will preserve everything else. So remove 1, it only removes our bind, so that's horrible. Decline. Another Eyesight Troll, but that's a bit late. I guess we just go all in. Yeah, but we're probably not... Yeah, this is probably our demise now. Yeah, this one, it took too long and our opponent was able to beef up the Frostpeak Yeti. Sarulf is fine, but we kind of needed him a lot earlier. And we did counter one Arachnoform, it's just the second one's a problem. I kind of wish we drew... no, it would have been too late either way. So opponent is looking for enough to stay alive. We only have 1 black source, so... And since our opponent has 2 cards, I might as well just... 4, 5, 6, 7... sure. Yeah, that's fine. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, and our opponent gets a swing with 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a good game. I could try to see if our opponent made the mistake, but no, our mana's an issue. I think I am going to cut one more blue source. Let's just go all the way down on blue. Let's add one more black since we seem to be having problems with that. I might also just cut the port of Carfel since that is the tap land. That's also an issue as well. So yeah, let's add one regular swamp. Okay, this is more reasonable now. Okay, let's see if we can make it past one win. Please, for the love of all that's okay, this is perfect. I would rather not play the Glade Walker first, but we're kind of fine with that. Now, okay, since we know we have Outrider, I'm gonna name this at blue. Oh no, I'm gonna name it at green. We have more green creatures than this one, although I would love to put this counter here. Opponent foretells. Okay, we're gonna put some pressure. I could have probably foretold instead. That probably makes more sense. Okay, opponent is yes. Okay, now we can good. Now we can name blue. Wait, we named green earlier here, right? Yeah, we named green earlier. So I will play the Outrider first. Now this could be a Demon Bolt, and in which case, no dice. But it's worth a shot. And this is on cast, so our opponent has to take it out now. No, foretell again. Could be a saw it coming. This looks like this might be the draft table where everyone sees it coming. I can. And I'm going to save the Saruf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Skemfar Avenger. Let's see if our opponent counters that. Then we just foretell the Augury Raven. We don't have to cast this one immediately. A little less pressure on us. So what we can do is we can Shimmer Drift Veil, drop the Sarulf Realm Eater. And this is so it's a yes/no question. So even if we have green and blue snow, we're only gonna get one counter. Battle of Frost and Fire. So okay, we get to keep. So we drew one card. We get to keep one creature. So we name blue. I guess we. Oh wait, we can play Infernal Pet. Oh wait, we have it. Okay, play Infernal Pet. So next turn we can Sarulf and Raven just to buff this one up a bit. So our opponent's in full giant control now. They've used their one control spell. Thank goodness this is a shapeshift. This is a giant also, so we. No, let's see if our opponent has flying giants. No. Okay. I really want to cast this now, but I kind of want to wait it out. This is when you cast your second spell, so okay, let's cast this one first. Let's see if I'm pretty sure this elicits a counter, especially because it's +2/+1 indestructible. No? Not putting it under Raven yet. One, because it's not going to get a counter anyway. But two, I want to see if I can prevent our opponent. I want to incentivize our opponent. Oh, no, he's laying it through. Okay, Scamfar Avenger, because we still haven't gotten any use out of Jon Snow quite yet, so... Oh well. Let's see. Okay, our opponent probably has a Demon Bolt. Squash. Okay, that's fine. Very expensive. Very expensive just to get that part out, so we're okay with that. Opponent... Bind the monster. Okay, that's... Opponent has a lot of stuff on layaway. I guess we attack first. Okay. Which do I prefer more? Let's go for the Augury Raven. No. Oh, actually, this was a mistake. I did not have to cast this immediately. Our opponent... Oh my gosh. Could they have a second one? That'd be so annoying. If they have a burn spell, though, okay, that's fine. That means they don't have another rat effect. And we have a full board... Well, kind of a full board. Opponent probably incentivized to snipe. Well, I am willing to trade a Raven for a Raven. Crush the weak. Let's get rid of that last card. Okay, opponent's now in top deck mode. So... Yeah, because I can always cast this one, then cast that next afterwards if we have to punch through anything. And this one is equal to power. Okay, so this one's only 2 damage. Okay, we survived. We survived 2 rats. Yeah, so my complaint about elves the last time was the toughness. Okay. Congratulations, we finally beat our old record. Okay, that was not a very high card to begin with. But we are still in trouble. Any game could be our last on this one, but I want to see if we can do better. I really do. But yeah, it looks like the magic number for toughness is really at least 3 or higher. It won't do much against the pinpoint removal, like say the Demon Bolt or the white head chopping spell. Iron Verdict. It doesn't do much against those, but nor will it do anything against Feed the Serpent or Bound in Cold. But there are enough board wipe effects. Like black has the -3/-3. So their Shapeshifters is actually very good also. We saw Squash a while ago, and we also saw the what's that, Song of Ice and Fire? Is that the name of that card? The rare saga from Blue Red. But definitely, if you're in those colors, having a changeling or 2 is not a bad idea. Having creatures with more toughness is not a bad idea. So the trolls were relatively good choices. I'm willing to keep this one because Rimewood Falls, we can foretell the Skull Raid if we don't have anything to do. We're just knocking on wood for... Okay, I said we're just knocking on wood for land. Now we're really knocking on wood. I think I just made it. This is the part where I said, you made a horrible mistake. Opponent's playing mono black into Priest of Haunted Edge, so... Okay, we did hit our black mana, so that's good news. If our opponent plays another snow-covered land, the Boreal Outrider is sketchy. I'm still gonna play it anyway. We have Raise the Draugr. One has a Grim Draugr as well. So now we need more. So now we need more mana. I really want to get Elderleaf Mentor or Frostpeak Yeti as a 4/4 is fine. Our opponent can give it +1/+1 menace. So yeah, we have to be careful of these evasion abilities. We got done in by this Frostpeak Yeti last time. Opponent going to sack the priest to deal with the outrider. That makes perfect sense. I figured that was going to happen. Can our opponent equip? Nope. So we're taking 3. Taking 6. We're going to nuke our opponent's hand now. Let's see if we dodge a bullet. Okay, that's a very big bullet. Now, I'm still concerned about the rest of these cards though. Draugr neck. Okay, we did not dodge that bullet. So we got a Glade Walker. We need a creature big enough to deal with, take this one out. Although a trick we can do is raise the Draugr, the Boreal Elf, play the opponent takes Wither Crown. Okay, unless we can find remove. Oh, we don't have much removal. That's a problem. So we have. Oh, we're gonna get done in. We have to take actions. Sacrifice. So it gets exiled. We don't get it back. I can just give up on the Boreal Outrider right now and. Yeah, let's... First, we need to actually be able to block. Now, the bad news is our opponent could cast this. They have 2 snowlands, so yeah, they can cast this easily. We need to be able to punch through with this one. And the problem is, even if the Necromancer dies... Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is definitely a Prince format. If your opponent just has all the rares in the world, there's no way you're gonna win. So I actually just... It doesn't hurt us to discard a card. And this is exile instead, so my best bet is to just discard the Raise the Draugr at this point. Yeah, we got punked by an opponent with good rares. This is definitely a format that's revolving around rares, so I can understand why people are not too happy with this one. I personally am not. I would rather have a format where the rares are not too powerful, but the pendulum does turn from time to time. That said... Okay, opponent did not... Okay, opponent's gonna activate an upkeep. No. Okay, got Priest of the Haunted Edge. We can nuke an X2. Hold on. We're gonna end up discarding the unless we take. I need to. Yeah, I really wish we had more removal now. Even a bounce spell would be. No, this was still the correct decision, but. So let's see. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Do we lose the 3 life? Discard the card. I say we discard because there's a chance we don't... If I draw a land, then we'll just hold on to it. We're pretty much living at the top at this point. Okay, sacrifice the token. So our opponent gets nothing. And then foretells. Yeah, they're gonna just ride this lantern to victory. And we drew a land. Yeah, I'm gonna trade it just to draw a card, but this is kind of a hopeless situation at this point. And yeah, we needed one of these other guys to die first, so... Yeah, we're just... That's it. We got our victories, but... I'm really starting to hate this format. And oh yeah, we just fed it to our opponent. There's really no way around it. I guess we can nuke the Avenger on our turn just to make sure with the... But yeah, we played the Masked Vandal to take out the... Yeah, there were plenty of artifact equipment threats. I guess it did make sense at the time. And okay, we can play the Eyesight Troll. Also, the thing is, because this is still here, our opponent just gets to cast this again. Like, there's no good way around it. If our opponent has nothing to do, they just activate this twice. And if our opponent has anything to do, it's not a good sign for us either. Yeah, we got locked out by rares. Do I sound bitter? Yes, I'm bitter. It's gonna be one of those. Oh well. Let's be fair. That was a decent draft on our opponent's part. Let's lose the 3 life so that we signal to our opponent that we've kind of had it. You should attack us right now. Okay, they're gonna go for it all the way. Yeah, we don't have anything left to save us, so lose 3 life. On the bright side, the bear took. Okay, now they're swing. Yeah, it makes sense to swing with everything. So block. Yeah. Yeah, Terror Grid's very good as rare, but you really should play it as the Lantern side. There's really no reason to play it as the... You can try to aim for the God side, but the Lantern side's just a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna even concede at that point. But yeah, that's it. Oh well, we did better than last time, but incrementally. We'll get there one day, I tell you. Maybe not this month though. I might have to do a little more practice with Quick Draft, but it does tell us that snow is possible, and yeah, I guess the key is we probably should just be drafting rares primarily. Like, there is enough land color support actually now that I think of it, so I think we're gonna change of tactics. Instead of focusing on archetype, we're gonna just focus on rares. To heck with it, we're just gonna rare it out, and we'll see if we can get the lands to fit afterwards. Good news is we got one pack more than last time. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Sarul, okay, as a rare, not so great, but I might want to look back and see if there was anything better. I really could have used this, but yeah, it really hurts if there's another snow drafter at the table. Basically, ideally you want to be at equal opposite sides, so it's 50-50. What you don't want to be at is pack 1, the person that's drafting snow is 1 seat away from you is fine, because you can get the signal that it's not open immediately. 2, 3, 2-3 down, it's probably too late at that point. So that's a risk you're taking. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. I will be doing Challenger deck reviews for this week and next. So do stay tuned. Take care. Have a great day. And okay, let's see if I can get this. Yeah.